Hello YouTube, this is Donna and today is, oh shit, I'm on the wrong freeway, child. Okay, today, I almost got on the wrong freeway. Today is Sunday, August 21st, 2016, and this is my 3-month Surgerversary. I'm so excited. Okay, so let's start with my stats. My heaviest recorded weight with this process is 285 pounds. My day of surgery, which is May 9th, 2015. Turn my ear down a little bit. My surgery weight was 274 pounds. And my current weight is a total of 224.3 pounds. Yes, Lord. This morning I got on the scale and I'm hoping by tomorrow I'll be at 223 because I'm going on vacation in a couple weeks and I'm trying to get under the 220s. So anyway, I weigh 224.3 pounds today. I have no idea what size clothes I wear. I'm sorry, I have my bands on my braces. This is headaches and a half with these damn bands. It's like I'm being tortured from every end. My stomach, my mouth. But anyway, I digress. Okay, so I am down to 224.3 pounds. I have finally named my sleeve. And me and my sister have this thing. And I know a lot of people don't like it, but it's between me and my sister. And you don't call us it, but it's what we call each other. So when we call each other and we're excited about something and we say, bitch. So I've given my sleeve, her name is that bitch. Let me see. It's not, okay. Oh, that bitch Betty. That bitch Betty. And that's the name that I've given to my sleeve. That bitch Betty. That's her new name. So, when you hear me refer to that bitch Betty, I am referring to my sleeve. Okay, now the issue with this bitch Betty right now is I believe I may have let myself get a little bit dehydrated, which caused me to have a little bit of a headache that was huge for about 4 days. And I could feel everything going down. I wasn't drinking enough water. I'm sure I wasn't taking enough protein in. And this bitch Betty had me having the blues, child. I was miserable for, I was miserable for about 4 days and a lot of discomfort due to this bitch Betty. So what I did yesterday, which was Saturday, I didn't have to work. I had to work today, but I didn't have to work yesterday. But because of this bitch Betty, I had to stay home and hydrate myself and take my vitamins and make sure I got my protein in. And thank God, I woke up today and I felt so much better. My headache was finally gone. The tight feeling of that bitch Betty was finally gone. I'm able to digest food without feeling it going completely down. No more feelings of nauseous. And then another thing that I have, I never have vomitus with food, but I have fluids, which I'm sure is the bile on my stomach. But I'll have, I'm sorry, I have my debit cards inside my bra. I have bile come up. So while I was asleep, I was dreaming that I was standing over a trash can and I began to, TMI, vomit in my sleep. And I woke up and the whole side of my pillow was wet from me vomiting in my sleep. And I got up and went to the bathroom and it came up more. So I believe this is all connected to the fact that I may be dehydrated. I may have been dehydrated. I believe that I've taken care of it and eliminated it, but I believe that I was dehydrated. I wasn't getting enough fluids in. I wasn't getting enough protein in my body. And this bitch Betty let me know, hey Chica, I'm gonna need you to take care of yourself. So I made sure I got my vitamins, my protein, my water in, and I set my behind still yesterday. I did not go a single place yesterday. I did not step out of my house except to clean the turtle tank. Turtle tank needed to be cleaned because that turtle tank, good Jesus, that thing be funky. And you can't see them cute little turtles when the turtle tank is dirty. So I had to get my turtles out the tank and clean their tank. So that is pretty much the only time I stepped foot out of my house, and I remained inside and made sure that I was hydrated and that I had sufficient protein in, and I had all of my vitamins in. So today I woke up and I feel so much better. I was able to get up and go to work without taking Excedrin, and that's what I have been having to do. Every day I've been taking Excedrin and my vitamins and extra aspirin, and I know we're not supposed to take Excedrin, but Tylenol was doing absolutely nothing for these awful headaches that I was having. Last night I actually took Excedrin, Ativan, and a Benadryl, and that was the only way I went to sleep because of the discomfort that I was in all night. So I definitely walking down the street. I definitely will be taking better care and being aware of what I'm consuming and what I need to consume in the future. I will not let that happen to me again. And that bitch Betty ain't gonna let me let it happen, because she was sounding all kinds of alarms. She's like, boo, you ain't taking care of us right. And then another TMI, I was dumping. I dumped for 2 days. I sort of dumped early this morning. I believe that also came with the dehydration, that I all of a sudden began dumping and just really having a hard time. And I'm gonna better take care of myself. I'm trying to figure this diet thing out. My issues with diet is that that bitch Betty don't like everything. My eyes may see it, my mind might crave it, but Betty be like, boo, I'm not taking that. And she quickly tells me when she's not tolerating something. She's like, I'm not keeping this down. And she's not kidding. Or don't eat any more of that. And she's not kidding. And when she says don't eat any more of that, I quickly put it down and say, okay, I don't want it anymore. And everyone's like, why aren't you eating? Because Betty said no. And when Betty speaks, Donna listens. Because Betty don't play. Betty has massive control over our situation right now, and when Betty says no, that's the end of it. So Betty said no, and let's see, my mom bought me a flatbread Subway sandwich yesterday, salami only, and it has salami, lettuce, pepperoncinis, onions, bell pepper, and olives in it. And then I had them do the oil and vinegar, and I bit the flatbread, and Betty said no. So then I took the salami out. Betty said okay. I took the pepperoni out. Betty said okay. I took the vegetables out. Betty said okay. I took another bite of bread. Betty said no. And my dog was sitting there looking at me. I said, well, Betty said I can't have it, so at least you can. So I ate all the protein and the veggies, and I gave the bread, the sandwich, the flatbread to the dogs, and they enjoyed it. But Betty said we couldn't enjoy it. We're not there. But sometimes I want to try stuff. It's hard just to say no to everything. So I asked Betty, well, I introduced stuff to her. Here, Betty, can we eat this? And she tells me politely no, or impolitely no, and that's the end of it. I don't argue with her. I take her no's as no's. I get it. Once Betty speaks, that's the end of it. So, all right, YouTube. I know this video is late, but I really wanted to reach out and do the video and let you guys know where my progress is. And I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but it's a total of 60 pounds weight loss since my initial weigh-in, and let's see, 5, 10, let's see, maybe about 48 since surgery. So, all right, YouTube, be a beautiful day and keep things on the surface. Me and my wife have been having these conversations about me learning to keep things on the surface. I'm a thinker. If you say it to me, I'm going to overanalyze, unfortunately. And what she's been telling me is to keep things on the surface. If it does not apply, do not take it in. So just because people say stuff and they say that it applies to you does not mean you have to take that information in, child. Keep it on the surface. You said it's on the surface. When you're done with something on the surface, you wipe it away and you let it go. Keep it on the surface. If it don't apply, don't take it in. Be a beautiful day, Facebook. Bye-bye.